What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in SpinTires Mud Runner going over the latest update that was just released today for the game. Now, I'm going to be going over the update in detail, and I'm especially going to be giving you guys insight on what is different now on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. But there hasn't really been that much of a change. It's just been a few little things that have been addressed, but they're a really good. It's a really nice first update, and it's really good that they address these things. But without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the list so you guys can see what has been changed. Now, among the different consoles that have brought changes to, we're going to go over the PC update first, so you guys can see exactly what's been changed, because I know a lot of the players of this game are over on PC. So, firstly, fix the steering wheel and mouse cursor bug, so you can now use the steering wheel and a mouse at the same time, which is kind of a big deal because you want to be able to drive your truck with the steering wheel, but you also want to be able to use the mouse for other menu features. Fix the .stg mismatch issue in multiplayer. If a game was played with mods and the mods were later uninstalled, the continue trucks panel will now properly display the text missing mod and question mark instead of the truck name. Fix some crashes caused by mods. I mean, that's all they say. I wish I could give more detail on which mods those were, but literally all they say is fixed some crashes caused by mods. Mods are now properly updated while the game is running. Mods that contain only add-ons will no longer be available in multiplayer games. When you rescue a vehicle with a trailer, the trailer will now be rescued properly as well. That's a big deal, because that kind of bugged me a lot when I was doing my playthrough, especially on PC. It's kind of a big thing when you rescue a truck. It's like, oh, my trailer's gone, and it's like you can't really do anything about it, and you're like, oh, I wanted that, I needed that, but I don't know how to. I mean, it's like you can get it back. Of course, you know how to get it back because you can respawn it at the garage, but it would make a lot more sense if it respawned as a whole. The only problem with that is sometimes certain maps, if you rescue with, like, say, a long log trailer or a garage semi-trailer or something like that, and you get it caught up in trees, then you could start to get into a really weird spot with different maps where some just don't like it. And also, if you have a really heavily populated garage area, a lot of these things are just solely issues when it comes to mods themselves. But if you have a really heavily populated garage area, or you're on a mod map where the garage area really isn't even that big, and you try to rescue a truck with a trailer, sometimes that can cause a lot of problems. But in the stock maps, it shouldn't be an issue. The C260 can now be used with a long log trailer, and there's also minor user interface fixes, and that's all for PC. PS4, game performance improvements, constant 30 FPS option available. I'm not sure why they needed that, but I haven't actually played the PS4 version, but I'm assuming if that has become an option, then I'm assuming that enough people wanted that for them to, go and actually express the interest in making that change. And then minor localization fixes. For the Xbox One, it just all it gives for the Xbox One is minor localization fixes. So there's not too much for the consoles, but there's a lot for PC here, and I can see how, there would be more necessary for PC, just because of the fact that PC sometimes is a little bit more volatile of an environment for a game, because you're having to work with, so many different. You're having to make a game that can work on a high-end PC, but also can work on maybe kind of like, a just barely meets the minimum requirements PC. So you're having to juggle what you can do with the product that you're given. So that you kind of have to work around the idea that, the idea of what you want to make, and while you're kind of making it available for as many different platforms as possible. Whereas a console, you can say, yep, this is what it can do, this is what everybody has, and this is the game that we make for it, and then everybody's game is going to run the same. So that's kind of that it's always been that back and forth console versus PC idea, but thankfully they are putting a lot of effort and a lot of support into continuing the support for this game, and I am personally very excited to see what the next update entails, and I would love to know your guys' suggestions in the comments. for what you think they should handle in the next update. And I would like to hear from people that are playing it on the Xbox One, and also from people that are playing it on PC, even some PS4 people, because I know a lot of my guys for SpinTires MudRunner that watch the channel are either PC or Xbox One, because I haven't really done any PS4 coverage. But nonetheless, I would love to hear from you PS4 guys that are playing the game, and I would also like to see if that FPS. Is that FPS update an issue that you guys have to deal with on the PS4? And I'm very curious as to where that comes from and why that's a thing in this particular update. So without any further ado, that has been this particular update. If you turned on SpinTires MudRunner today and you're like, whoa, why do I need an update? This is why. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you tune in later today for another video, and I will see you guys there. Talk to you guys later.